These are your PlayStation Now games for October. Hello friends, welcome back to Hyper Games. My name is Joseph and PlayStation Now games for the month have been announced, including a 2020 Game of the Year, a popular classic RPG, a collection of spooky games, and more. Let's get into them. First we have The Last of Us Part 2, one of the most praised and hated games from last year. Set 5 years after Joel and Ellie's adventure across the post-pandemic US, they have settled down in the Jackson community, living at peace with other survivors despite the constant threat of the dead. The past comes knocking on the door, and a brutal event sends Ellie on a journey of revenge to carry out justice, hunting the group responsible, and having to deal with devastating and emotional repercussions of those actions. If you have a PS5, it's the best time to play it as it received a performance patch back in May that allowed to toggle the frame rate between 30 and 60 FPS on top of all the backward compatibility enhancements from PS5 like better resolution and faster load times. The Last of Us Part 2 was received with mostly positive reviews, praising its devastating story, complex characters, and tense gameplay, sitting with a Metacritic of 93, plus it's one of the most awarded games with 307 in total from media and readers. But not everyone was a fan of its dark narrative, and it was also a divisive game among fans. Next is Fallout 76, a surprising addition considering that some Bethesda titles were removed from the service earlier this year, and you would think being a part of Microsoft will make them exclusive to Game Pass. Explore an open world wasteland ravaged by nuclear war either solo or as a team, with this title being the first game in the series featuring multiplayer in the Fallout story, where you can work together or against each other. Having a current Metacritic of 53, Fallout 76 was received with mostly negative and mixed reviews, citing its bugs, unsatisfying combat, and conflicting design ideas, among other issues. The game has received several updates since then, one that even added NPCs into the story and world. Yeah, the game didn't have NPCs when it released. Whether it's worth your time remains to be seen, but try it with your subscription and let us know in the comments. Moving on, we have another RPG and a popular classic in Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. The second Final Fantasy game coming to the service after Final Fantasy VII Remastered last month, with 3 more to come until January, including Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy X X2 HD Remaster, and Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. Final Fantasy VIII takes you to a time of war in the Republic of Galbadia, with the influence of sorceress Idia mobilizing its armies against other nations. While Squall and other members of the elite mercenary force known as Seed join forces with resistant fighter Rinoa to fight against the tyrannical rule of the Republic. It's a well-received remaster with a Metacritic of 80, reviewers saying it's the best way to experience the classic even if the remaster has half-baked graphical updates. With Halloween almost here, there's got to be a horror game, and that's the Amnesia Collection, including The Dark Descent, A Machine for Pigs, and Justin. All 3 games putting you in control of a different protagonist while you explore eerie locations to uncover the horrors that haunt them. It was received positively with a 78 on Metacritic, with reviewers highlighting its horror narrative married with some puzzles and exploration, even though it's not a full-on action game. Rounding up this month's selection comes Desperados 3, a real-time tactical game that challenges you to survive the Wild West as you help John Cooper on a quest for redemption. Victor Vran Overkill Edition, an isometric action RPG where you build your preferred combat style to forge your own hero, allowing also for 4-player online or 2-player local co-op, while you explore worlds inspired by the legendary band Motorhead, which also provides part of the game's soundtrack. Last is yet another Zombie Defense HD, where you must survive undead waves night after night, either alone or with up to 3 friends in a top-down arcade zombie shooter that has tactical and strategic elements. So a massive library update for PlayStation Now this month. You can download all these games right now, with The Last of Us Part 2 available until January 3, 2022. And there you go, those are your games on PlayStation Now for the month of October. It's probably one of the best months, or at least it's better than the games on PlayStation Plus for October, which by the way you can check out that video here. But what are your overall thoughts on October's lineup for PlayStation Now? Share your thoughts in the comments below, like or dislike to share your feedback, check out other videos you may like while you're here, and consider subscribing for more PlayStation content. Thank you so much for watching, my name is Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hype!